Raiders? This is, ow! What's up, Raiders? This is the last episode of Cooking with Pickles, and we actually have Peanut the goat and Pickle, he's not interested right now, woo! Pickle the goat, that they are going to help me make one of my summertime favorites, and that's a pickle brine. It all starts out here on the farm with a plant. So I encourage you to get out and get gardening because it starts with a cucumber plant. You can grow your pickles from a plant or from a seed. Pour those out into your hand, Simon. Let's take a look at them. Oh yeah, look at all that pre-pickle goodness right there. Who's ready to learn how to make pickles or pickle brine? Are you ready to learn how to make pickle brine? Today's pickle brine, you're going to need the following ingredients. Some homegrown cucumbers or store-bought. Water. We'll talk about that later. Some fresh dill grown in the garden or purchased at the store. You may or may not want some pickling spice. Kosher salt. Distilled white vinegar. And granulated sugar. First thing that you're going to want to do is to cut your cucumbers to the size that you want for your pickle brine. Do you want spears? Do you want chips? I'm a big fan of a spear, so I'm going to work on some spears. But you also want to make sure that your spear is not larger than the size of your jar. If you have a really big cucumber, you might have to cut it down smaller so that it'll fit inside of your jar. Delicious cucumber goodness.
Time for our last pickle.
Once you get all your pickles cut, you'll want to go ahead and put them in the jars that you're planning to use. The jars need to have a tight fitting lid, but since this pickle brine that we're using is not a water bath canning process, it does not have to have a specific type of lid, so I'm just using some old canning lids. But you'll want to go ahead and get your cucumbers in the jar so that they are ready when we have our pickle brine ready. So I'm just putting them in the jars, however many will fit. And it's okay to cram them in there as best you can. Looks like I could use an extra jar. I'm gonna have to get another jar. Got another one. All right, now it's time to make some brine. To get started, we are going to put all of our ingredients together and bring to a boil. So I'm going to get my saucepan turned on high, and I'm going to put in 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, cup of granulated sugar. Probably should have opened these before we started cooking.
Yeah, probably.
And 1 1/3 cup of distilled white vinegar. Now we're going to wait for that to boil and for the sugar and salt to dissolve. Once your brine has come to a boil, you'll want to remove it from the heat and let it cool for 10 minutes.
Ow!
Comers.
Oh yeah, that's where it all starts. Once your brine is cooled for 10 minutes, then you're ready to pour this hot liquid over your vegetables. So, I have this handy dandy funnel that I use for canning that I can use, but you may just have to ladle this liquid over your vegetables. And you want it to completely cover. So I don't know how many jars I'm going to be able to make here. Maybe just one. I may have to make some more pickle batter. Here. Okay. This one. I'm just going to get crazy here. Now remember, this is just a basic.
You're good. You're good.
Basic brine. So you may want to add some type of flavor to it. So there are lots of pre-made pickling spices that people like to use. And if that's something that you want to do, we'll do one with some pickling spice. It says to use about a tablespoon. I'm just eyeballing it. Sure, that looks like a tablespoon. I've got this dill here. That's for like a classic dill flavor pickle. So I could take some of this. Oh, it smells so good. You want to smell it? Yeah. Look at all that fresh dill.
Smells like pickles.
Oh yeah. You can take some fresh dill, put it down in there, and whatever you decide. You may want to put garlic cloves. You may like mustard seeds, turmeric. There's all sorts of things that you can put in there, and it's fun to kind of experiment. But you'll want to put your flavoring inside your jar, and then put your tight fitting lid on it. I guess I might shake it up just a little bit to get that pickling spice down in there. Alright, you can see that beautiful dill. And now what I want to do is I want to put this in the fridge, and it's going to sit or chill in the fridge for 2 days. After 2 days, I can eat it, and this is good for up to 2 months. So that's it, Raiders. That's a really simple pickle brine that doesn't require any water bath canning. You can even use it on things like tomatoes, one of my favorite summertime treats. Experiment this summer, get outside, get growing, and have lots of fun. Have a good summer.